beige. Every shop front, every street corner, every person walking past seems to be making a deliberate choice about the colour they're bringing to the world. I felt a little bit in love with it, if I'm honest. And we were there for the Speakers Club conference, and I came home with a notebook full of things I want to bring back to this room over the coming weeks. But the thing that stayed with me the most wasn't a technique or a tip. It was something I kept noticing all weekend. In the speakers, in the streets, in the rock garden we visited, absolutely blazing with blossom and bluebells and things growing out of cracks in stone where you'd least expect them. Everyone brings their own colour. And no two people's colour is quite the same. And speaking of colour, let's congratulate Lucy. Lucy went on the radio, if you didn't know, completely outside your comfort zone, I believe. And you were brilliant. That is exactly what this club is for. Not just the practice in this room, but the moment you take what you've built here and carry it somewhere new, somewhere unfamiliar, somewhere that asks more of you than you thought you had. And you discover you had it all along. So Lucy, we see you. That took courage and we are proud of you. So give her a clap. Yes. I saw that same spirit this week at a teamwork day. Not the most thrilling of days, I have to admit. But that afternoon we all painted. We painted a picture. It's the same picture with the same reference. But that afternoon every single canvas was different. One colleague was convinced before she started that she wasn't creative. Not creative. And yet she produced something genuinely delightful. Another colleague changed the colour tones entirely, made it her completely her own, and she was so proud, and rightly so. And here's what struck me: we nearly didn't see that pride, because she almost didn't let herself have it. She started to qualify it, to shrink it, to do that thing, and I think women especially know this thing, where something wonderful happens and instead of just receiving it, we immediately look for reasons that it doesn't quite count. So I want us to try something different tonight. I want us to notice in ourselves and in each other when someone's colour shows up, when someone brings something that is distinctly, unmistakably them. And instead of letting it pass without comment, I want us to name it. Because that's what this club is for. I can't get my words out today. I also want to share something I noticed at our last meeting. One of our newer members, who isn't here, he was speaking with real confidence on a topic, absolutely in his stride. And then I watched some doubt creep in, mid-speech, that little voice, and the colour dimmed just a little bit. And we all know that voice. So tonight I want to offer two things you can do when it shows up. The first, this is my fun one, catastrophize it. I didn't know whether I was going to say that. Catastrophize it. Deliberately. So go all the way to the worst possible outcome. Really commit to it. What is the absolute worst speech that you could give in the worst possible way to the worst possible audience? And sit with that absurdity for a minute. And notice how it deflates with fear. Deflates the fear. It can't survive being laughed at. The other one is a little bit more not so fun. So catch, check, and change. So catch the thought, ooh, I'm losing this. They've stopped listening. This is going wrong. Check it for accuracy. Is that actually true? Or is it just the fear talking? and then change it to something more realistic. I am here. I am speaking, and that is already enough. 2 tools, different flavours, try both and see which one fits. Our gem from last time, hurt people, kill them with kindness. I've been sitting with that one. It asks something generous of us, especially when we're tired or when we don't feel particularly seen ourselves. But I think it's right. So tonight our theme is colour. Bring yours. All of it. Don't qualify it. Don't shrink it. Don't wait until it's perfect enough to deserve a name. Let's begin. I'll hand back.
So, as there's more traditionalism meeting in terms of sequence, we have a what happened on this day in history. So I'd like to ask you, so what happened on this day in 2026?
Voting.
Yeah, so people decided which colour they wanted to run the council.
Well done.
So I've chosen the theme of colour or elections to select among the 10 pages of events that has happened on the 7th of May. And it started in 1429. The English siege of Orléans was broken by Joan of Arc and the French army, and that is the tricolore, the 3 colours of the flag, and of course the same 3 colours on the English flag. 1660, Isaac B. Fubine of Savoy in The Hague patents macaroni. Didn't have anything to do with colour, but I thought that was quite funny. 1663, the Theatre Royal opens in Drury Lane, London, because theatres are always full of colour. 1664, Louis XIV inaugurates the Palais of Versailles, which is also absolutely jam-packed full of colour. 1697, Stockholm's medieval royal castle is destroyed by fire. The Codex, how do you pronounce this? Gigas, is the world's largest extent of medieval illuminated manuscript, which means full of colour, survives by being thrown out of the window. 1700s, William Penn, English philosopher, founder of Pennsylvania, begins monthly meetings of black advocacy, advocating emancipation. 1756, Burmese king Alubaya sends his golden letter on rolled gold to King George II of Great Britain, detailing trade proposals. 1895, Russian scientist Alexander Stepanovich Popov demonstrates his invention of the physical and chemical society. This one is especially for Brian. The idea what that was?
Using Pavlov.
No, Popov.
Oh, okay.
The world's first radio receiver in St. Petersburg, which in Russia, which now celebrates today as Radio Day.
It's interesting because if he invented a radio receiver, he would make the transmitters. You wouldn't be listening to anything, would you?
I didn't say.
That's Tesla invented the radio
Yeah.
transmitter.
So on the voting theme, 1913. Anybody know what happened in England in 1913?
Suffragettes.
Yeah, what?
Well, I was thinking the suffragettes got the vote.
No, that's too early.
Yes, yeah.
British House of Commons reject women's right to vote. However, in 1928, the UK lowers voting age for women from 30 to 21. So I hope all these women in attendance today in the room have voted.
We don't vote, Melton. We haven't had a vote.
Oh,
There's only some counties.
Oh, only some counties.
We're
Okay.
not voting today.
Yeah, we didn't.
1993, South Africa agrees to multiracial elections. 2015, the Conservative Party wins an outright majority, returning David Cameron as Prime Minister.
Oh dear.
Yeah,
that was a mistake, wasn't it?
And to end on a bang, 1867, Swedish chemist Alfred Nobel. You know what he did?
As explosives, he did a mixture of TNT and
So he-
nitroglycerin.
Yeah, he patented dynamite in England. So there we go, a little bit of history that was a little bit more entertaining than a lot of the wars and things that were going on. So we will begin and end. No, because I'll be doing the competition with Brian. Do you need a time?
Well, basically 10 minutes, I think.
10 minutes, perfect.
Let's stick out the red on 10 minutes, because I'll just keep going.
We know.
Could we have these lights down?
Yes.
Just this end, and I'll do the thing.
We get ice cream.
I'll have to turn them on and turn them off.
If you press them slowly, they will go down. No, they'll go up and then they'll go down. No, so turn it off. Oh, slowly down.
Yeah, well, that'll do.
There you go. Your title is
Some of my aid work.
Some of My Egg Work. So please welcome Brian with Some of My Egg Work.